Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we have the Asus ROG Swift OLED PG49WCD. I'm really excited to give you my take on this OLED monitor for I really love OLED displays. Before anything else, I would like to say thanks to our friends from Asus Philippines for making this review possible. Without further ado, let us unbox the unit. For the specification, 49 inches wide with an aspect ratio of 32:9, true resolution of 5120 by 1440, 144Hz refresh rate for the I/O ports, one DisplayPort 1.4, one HDMI port 2.1, USB-C, earphone jack port with picture-in-picture technology, RGB light effects, and a lot more. I will include in the description below for the full specification. For the monitor adjustment, height can be adjusted up to 100 mm. You can also tilt and swivel, but rotation is not possible for this is an ultra-wide monitor. Now for the customization of the monitor, which can be done via the button and joystick at the back of the monitor, or can be adjusted using the Asus Display widget. Okay, right now we are under Asus Display Widget Center that can be downloaded on Asus website. Under the game visual, you can change the configuration or the visualization of the monitor. Like for example, there are presets loaded. We have your FPS, cinema, scenery, racing, MOBA, and user. You can change the configuration by just clicking the preset that you want or maybe adjusting manually the things that you want, like for example, brightness contrast ratio. For now, let us try to check racing. Okay, and as you can see, the monitor actually dim a little for the brightness is reduced to 65 a while ago on FPS. It was 100, okay? This is actually configurable according to your needs, according to the things that you are doing on the monitor. And next one will be Game Plus. Under the Game Plus, these are additional features for Asus monitors. Like for example, we have here the crosshair. You can use this on your advantage. Like for example, a first-person shooter, you can change the crosshair to green mini duplex or green dot or blue dot. I'm not really sure if this is cheating, but it's a good thing to have. You also have here the timer and also FPS counter to show you the actual FPS that you're getting on your monitor. And you also have display alignment. Okay, under OLED here, I think this is the most important thing that is available on this widget center. You have here the screensaver, which actually automatically dim the monitor every time there is no movement on the monitor for a period of time. And you also have your auto logo brightness, uniform brightness, target mode, pixel cleaning, and of course, pixel cleaning reminder and screen move. Okay, you can adjust this one to prevent your screen from having burn in. Okay guys, under multi-screen, we have here multi-frame, PIP, and KBM. Okay, let's try to discuss about the KBM. For the KBM, this is actually useful if you want two devices connected to the monitor and control those devices with only one keyboard and mouse. That is actually the function of KBM, usually used in a data center for multiple machines. And you also have your PIP and PBP. And we're going to show you later on how to configure this one. And we also have here KB hotkey settings and of course system settings, like for example, choose the background theme color and everything else. So basically, these are the things that we can do or configure with the Asus Display Widget Center. And of course, at the same time, you can also choose this one, the button at the back of the monitor, and you can change the gaming configuration, like for example, variable refresh rate, Game Plus, Game Visual, and Shadow Boost. Okay, there are some things that is not available on the widget center, but you can configure it using the back button of the monitor. Now let me show you the PIP configuration using the joystick at the back of the monitor. Okay guys, right now we have actually two separate screens coming from two different sources. This one is from HDMI, my mini PC, and this one is the actual computer that I'm using. And as you can see here, you can change the configuration for the picture-in-picture. Okay, and click on this one. So for the PIP or PBP mode, you can choose a different setup. Like for example, this is split in the middle, two separate workstation or computer running on this monitor. But if you want, you can adjust this one maybe like this one. Okay, so I will have the display port as my main source, the one that is actually big, and this is the other computer that I'm using. Yes, you can still use this one as a separate entity. Okay, so it really depends on you on how you will use this picture in picture, and for the settings for that one as well, you can change the source. For the source, you can have a display port and even USB type C. Then of course, color settings can be changed as well for scenery mode and everything. And another one would be PIP size. So maybe let's try to change it. Okay, maybe large. Okay, as you can see, it was set on that one. You can set it to small, the picture in picture. Okay, and other than that one, you have here other configuration. So hopefully that's it for the picture in picture configuration or settings of this monitor. We know that this is an ROG monitor, but let us try to check on how is the experience using this as a productivity monitor for our day-to-day work activity. Okay guys, right now I'm around 16 inches away from the monitor. If I'm going to use this monitor for productivity, it will really be hard for me, for I have to turn my head from left to right just to see the things on the far left of the screen up to the far right of the screen, maybe like for the time, and I try to look for an application on the other side. It's really not ideal to be this short range. Okay, if I'll try to move further away, yes, I just have to move my eyes from left to right, not my head, and it's actually good. And let's try to open up a Excel sheet. Okay, right now it's still really hard to check the items on the far side left to the far side right. Yes, and of course you can also still adjust your head, move further away from the monitor just to see the full data on this Excel sheet. Okay, and if you really just want to be closer to the screen, you can also change the configuration. Like for example, if I'll be using an Excel file, I'll try to set it on the other left, and maybe this one, this is a YouTube video, and I'll try to click on that one. And of course, now we have actually two monitor. Okay, we have here the Excel, and of course you can open other application as well. Like for example, maybe let's just try to open a File Explorer and maybe set this on a different configuration like this one and this one. As you can see, we have three application open, and this is more ideal if you're going to use this for productivity. But it really depends to you on how you're going to use this for your productivity. But for my wife, when she tried to use the Adobe Illustrator, I think she is actually near the monitor, so she's having a hard time to use the Illustrator on this monitor. But if she move further away, she will be far away from the monitor, but it will be more usable for her so she can see from left to right of the screen. That was actually a great experience. No need to have an additional monitor for dual monitor, which we usually do when we are working in the office or working from home. For watching videos, the details and color are great, deep black and great contrast ratio, and viewing angles is also good. But just a reminder, I'm not sure if there are any movies that has an aspect ratio of 32:9. You might not actually enjoy watching a video on this one, for it will not be full screen, for it is limited to the ratio of the movie that you are actually playing. But I have tried to check on YouTube for some ultra wide video, and guys, it was really amazing. And hopefully if there is a video or a movie that is rated or ratio to 32:9, it will be good as well. And now let us try to test this monitor where it actually shines: gaming. And guys, I have invited two of my friends to check the monitor, for they have more time gaming than me.
Parang feeling mo ikaw na yung ano eh. Ikaw yung tao.
Oo, di ba?
Hindi ko nalilula ako eh.
Hindi mo na mapapansin yung ano yung overlap kasi yung poster niya gitna eh.
Oo, gitna pa rin.
Hi guys, and right now I have here with my friends, Kim and Darren, and they actually tested the monitor to see if they are having a good time or would they actually recommend the monitor. Kim, how was the experience? I believe you are playing more on CSGO. How was the experience?
Yeah, actually it was great. You know, me personally using an Asus stuff, much higher refresh rate compared to this one. But when I've actually played this one on this one, the difference is very minimal. It has the same color. Actually, overall, it was an amazing experience when you have this one.
Okay. I believe the monitor that you have, the top gaming monitor from Asus as well, is around 240 hertz.
Yeah.
Where would you rather play? In a widescreen or the top 240 hertz? Let's just move the refresh rate out of the question because we really know that there is a big difference from 140 to 240 hertz.
Yeah, but me personally, I would still prefer on
Okay.
a much
Higher refresh rate.
a higher refresh rate and much smaller size monitor since I've been actually used to play with smaller size monitor. But yeah, if I would be playing casually and I would be playing other kinds of games like adventure games or some MMORPG games, I would actually use this one since the experience is really different compared to the much smaller and much higher pressure. Yeah,
Yes, I believe a while ago I am trying to watch the game CSGO. At first, the first time you open CSGO, I think my first impression would be that it will be stretched, but it's not. It's really a good gaming experience with CSGO because I also play CSGO for my gaming. And now let's try to move to Darren. I would just like to ask regarding the experience that you have playing Valorant because actually, guys, he's a Valorant player and he, oh sorry, he's an Apex player and he stream online. I'll try to include the link on his page to catch him play streaming on Apex Legends. How was the experience? Because last time I asked him to play on another Asus monitor, and the experience was great because of the refresh rate is higher, and we can really see the screen tearing from a lower refresh rate. But now with a wide screen, how was the experience on this monitor?
Honestly, I enjoy the monitor using my Apex Legend game. It's more detailed, the graphics. Yeah, I enjoy using the monitor.
Yes, I would just like to ask, compared to the last one, the Asus monitor that we have reviewed, which is actually better in terms of your gaming experience? Let's not talk about the refresh rate again because I believe that one has a different refresh rate
Yeah.
compared to this one, 144 Hz.
I prefer this monitor.
This monitor,
Yeah.
yes. Because a while ago, I already shown you the clips, him playing the Apex Legends. And guys, the details, the color for this monitor, because it's running OLED, it's actually good compared to a traditional monitor. You can see the deep black compared to a gray one if it is black. And Kim, if you have the money to spare and you're building a computer, would you actually recommend this one? I know that this monitor is actually expensive. It's not cheap. But if you have the money to spare compared to other monitor, would you actually buy one?
yeah, of course I would buy one. Yeah, this monitor is actually great. You know, it has a different color. It has it's more of like it's using a new technology, I think, compared to the old monitors that are using LEDs. Now they are using the OLED now. It's much would give you a much better gaming experience.
Okay. Thank you, Kim. How about Darren? Would you actually buy one if you have the money to spare?
If I have a money to buy it, I will buy it because for experience and to enjoy the game at the same time using this monitor.
Yes. Guys, also me, if I have the money to spare or if perhaps Asus would actually give this to me, I would literally play on it and I'll try to dispose the other monitors or maybe use a dual monitor. But with this one, this is actually a great gaming experience. The three of us actually enjoyed the monitor. It was a great experience. And honestly, I have not returned the monitor for 17 days now, for I'm really having a great time using the monitor for editing videos, Adobe Illustrator, and of course, gaming. But there is also a reason why I'm not returning it yet, is to check for burn-in. I'm not forcing it to have a burn-in like leaving the monitor 24/7 for several days, but just casual editing, then Facebook, Lazada, and of course gaming. And maybe the maximum usage that I've been using this monitor is around 6 hours or less. And luckily enough, it didn't produce any burn-in. I think those screensaver and screen move actually help to prevent burn-in. And guys, I think I'm talking a lot about burn-in without explaining it. It is actually an annoying mark that is visible from the screen. This happens when there is an image that is not moving for a long time. You can also check my video for like regarding the OLED that I have on my TV. There is a burn-in and there is a replacement for that TV. I'll include a link on the description below so you can actually check what is actually the burn-in on a monitor or a display. And this is really a big factor for OLED display, and it is not covered by warranty. But the good news is, guys, a few days ago, I read some news regarding this one, and it is now covered in warranty. So you don't have to worry about burn-in for 2 years. It is actually covered in ASUS warranty. I've already tried to check on their official website. Okay? Now for the conclusion. This is a great monitor for immersive gaming, and honestly, also great for productivity, even for artists, for it has a great color reproduction. I think the only downside, especially for those who are into competitive esports gaming, is the 144Hz refresh rate. And my friend Kim also mentioned that for competitive gaming, he will still prefer his top 240Hz monitor, but for other games like adventure or MMORPG or other games, this is a great experience according to him. But for Darren on Apex Legends, he still prefers this monitor. I think it is actually subjective for each person, but I think 144Hz for this ultra-wide monitor is more than enough, and it's still a big leap from 60Hz to 144Hz. And if you're aiming for more than 144Hz with this resolution, ultra-wide screen, you really need a very powerful machine to drive it. But overall, it is a different experience that I had on this monitor. I really enjoyed using this monitor. For my personal rating, I think I would give it 4 stars before for the warranty issue that the burn-in is not covered. But now, I'm really giving it a 5 star for the burn-in is now covered, and I can use the monitor for longer time without the anxiety of having burn-in on my screen. And guys, it was really a different experience. Try to test if you can get one to test on a mall or something. And I think that will be all for now. If you have comment suggestion, comment down below or message me on JK Chavez at FB. Again guys, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Stay safe and bye.